Jimbo, I thought we'd start off.
Oh shit, you're getting serious.
Yeah, we're going to change gears here. We're going to put it back in first gear. And we got kind of a fresh controversy here.
Okay.
And it, I guess, started Friday. But, me and you had originally talked about this Friday, but I was pretty excited for the Retro VGS console to be released, the Kickstarter for it.
Mm-hmm.
And Friday, the company really, I think, surprised everybody because they announced that it was going from Kickstarter to IndieGoGo.
I heard about that.
And I've, supported a couple of things through IndieGoGo. I know Game Chasers had... What are you doing over there, Jimbo?
Nothing.
I saw you shaking something up.
I'm not at work, so that's not possible.
Is that a Yoo-hoo? Nice.
Strawberry Yoo-hoo, actually.
Nice.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to distract you. Please continue.
Hey, man, Yoo-hoos are distracting. They're delicious. They're deliciously chocolate.
Or strawberry.
And strawberry, yeah. All right. So, anyways, moving back to the Retro VGS. Anyways, they moved to the to IndieGoGo, and I've supported a few campaigns through that.
Okay.
Namely, the Game Chasers did some of their seasons from YouTube through that, and when this company was talking about, and it's the guy that runs Retro magazine.
Yes.
And initially, when they first talked about releasing this console, it was going to be like, I want to say around $150 to $200, which
that's reasonable.
Yeah, that's a very reasonable price. And then they released the IndieGoGo campaign yesterday, and it was $300. And that's for the first 500 consoles only. So if you don't get the early bird special, they move up to $349.99 each.
Has someone told them that that's the exact price of a new Xbox One with a AAA title included?
Right. And, I know when you and I talked the other day, I was still kind of like, yeah, I think I'm going to support it and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But after doing some research, I honestly don't know if I can support it anymore.
Okay, why do you say that?
All right. Well, I was looking into the whole campaign and everything, and basically, you do get a pack-in game called Tiny Night, and
okay.
It's I want to say developed by the company that GameStar81 works for.
Okay.
In television, not in television. It's something like it. They do like ColecoVision or Coleco.
Like, isn't it like GameStar Vision or something like that?
No, damn it, I can't think of the name of the. It's not in television. It's something with Coleco and in television, something like that. But anyways, they do a lot of games for that. But it's by his company.
Okay.
And it's just a very basic platforming game from what I've seen.
Okay.
And I've seen some of the other games, announced for it, but nothing seems to be for sure yet. But the one thing that really turned me off yesterday was I opened up the Kickstarter, the IndieGoGo campaign, and I look at, and it's a fixed funding, so if they don't, reach this amount, it's not going to be funded. But these guys asked for, the end goal is $2 million.
Why would they want that much?
Well, I guess they, thought that there, would be super support for the console. But, think back to the Ouya a couple years ago, all right?
Uh-huh.
The Ouya was $99. It came with, it, was hackable. You could, it came with a controller. You could download a ton of games. I think they'd already had people developing.
Sure.
And for when the system comes out, it would be, ready to play a bunch of games. But, it was only $99 and you get a system.
Mm-hmm.
And basically what they did with this system is they have bought the old Atari Jaguar like console molds, and that supposedly like save them a ton of money, you know, getting those old molds. But they're basically, you know, going to make the system. It'll look exactly like an Atari Jaguar, but they're going to brand it differently. It'll have different internal hardware in it. But, you know, it's basically going to play like, you know, maybe 16 to like 32-bit type games. You know, it doesn't have like a ton of power in it like a Xbox 360. So initially what I was thinking was, why is this costing so much? And so I started looking at a lot of the information, and basically it's not finished yet.
What the fuck?
Like, if you look at their schedule throughout the rest of the year. How is it not finished? Well, you know, apparently they haven't developed like the PCB board, and it hadn't been finalized or anything. And the reason they couldn't get through Kickstarter is because they don't have a prototype yet.
And that's what I like about Kickstarter, is that you actually have to have a tangible object to get funded.
And that's why they couldn't go through Kickstarter. And, you know, there's a lot of people angry about this. A lot of people that feel deceived about this. If you go to their Facebook page, I mean, it's 200 comments of, I was going to support this, but, you know, it's through IndieGoGo now, and, you know, I can't support it. And one thing people hate about IndieGoGo is they charge you up front.
Yeah, which they shouldn't. They should charge you when it's ready.
Right. And, you know, if it's not funded, whatever, I guess you get a refund then.
Right.
So we're talking about $2.99. You get one pack-in game, and, you know, I don't see a whole lot of options. Like, if you wanted to change there's no, like, you know, I like the stretch goals of Kickstarter. I think that's one of the fun things about Kickstarter is, you know, if you go above that set amount, like, they add stuff to your console, add stuff to the game. So, you know, a lot of the different systems they had like the early bird special, which was like a $2.99 black console.
Okay.
Then they had like a personalized version. I don't know what they add to it. Then they had all these different, like a bronze, a silver, a gold system, and those were increasingly higher in price. And then there's like an elite one that you can get for like $500, which you get like one of the very first like serial numbers, which, I mean, you know, who cares? But you know, I just think they've priced themselves out of everybody's interest. Yeah.